Imagine two giants. Together, they are home to more than one-third of humanity. One is already a global manufacturing powerhouse. The other is growing faster than almost any major economy. One has high-speed rail stretching across the nation. The other has become the world's startup capital after the United States. The real question is, by 2050, who will dominate the world, India or China? The answer isn't as simple as you might think. Let's compare them across the biggest battlegrounds shaping the future. For decades, China was the world's most populous country. But that changed. India now has the largest population on Earth. At first glance, that sounds like a huge advantage. More people mean more workers, more consumers, and a larger domestic market. But population alone doesn't guarantee success. The age of those people matters even more. China is aging rapidly. Its workforce is shrinking, while the number of elderly citizens continues to grow. India, on the other hand, has one of the youngest populations in the world. By 2050, hundreds of millions of Indians will still be in their working years. If India creates enough jobs and develops its workforce, this demographic advantage could become one of its greatest strengths. China transformed itself into the world's factory. Today, it has the second largest economy on Earth. Its industries produce everything from smartphones and cars to steel and solar panels. India's economy is smaller today, but it has been growing quickly. Its strengths lie in software, digital services, finance, pharmaceuticals, and a rapidly expanding consumer market. Many experts believe India could become the world's third largest economy before 2050. The question is whether it can maintain high growth for decades while creating millions of new jobs every year. Walk into a store almost anywhere in the world. There's a good chance you'll find products labeled "Made in China." China spent decades building factories, ports, highways, and supply chains. That infrastructure allows goods to move quickly from factories to customers worldwide. India is now trying to build a similar manufacturing ecosystem. Government initiatives aim to attract global companies looking to diversify production. Some manufacturers have already expanded operations into India. But catching up with China's manufacturing scale will require years of investment, infrastructure development, and skilled labor. Manufacturing scale doesn't change overnight. China's advantage was built over decades. India is starting its own manufacturing journey. The competition will continue for decades. Manufacturing will be one of the biggest battles of the future. The future belongs to technology. China invests heavily in artificial intelligence, robotics, electric vehicles, semiconductors, and advanced manufacturing. Its companies have become global leaders in several industries. India has built a different reputation. It is known for software development, IT services, digital payments, and a thriving startup ecosystem. Indian entrepreneurs are creating thousands of new companies every year. The country also produces millions of engineers and technology professionals. The coming decades may not be about one country replacing the other. Instead, China may continue leading in hardware manufacturing, while India strengthens its position in software and digital innovation. The future may belong to both countries in different ways. Economic strength often supports military strength. China has invested heavily in modernizing its armed forces. It possesses one of the world's largest navies, advanced missile systems, stealth aircraft, and rapidly improving space capabilities. India also continues expanding its military. It has one of the world's largest armed forces and has invested in indigenous defense production, advanced missiles, aircraft, and naval modernization. Both countries are nuclear powers. Both continue increasing investments in defense technology. Military power, however, depends not only on weapons but also on economic stability and technological advancement. The competition doesn't stop on Earth. China has built its own space station. It has landed robotic missions on the Moon and Mars. Its long-term plans include lunar exploration and deep space missions. India has achieved remarkable milestones with far smaller budgets. Its missions have demonstrated impressive cost efficiency. The successful Chandrayaan missions and other achievements have earned global recognition. The next few decades could see both nations playing increasingly important roles in humanity's expansion into space. Infrastructure is the backbone of economic growth. China is known for massive infrastructure projects. Thousands of kilometers of high-speed rail connect major cities. Modern airports, bridges, ports, and industrial zones support economic activity. India has accelerated infrastructure development in recent years. New highways, airports, freight corridors, metro systems, and digital infrastructure are expanding rapidly. Although China currently maintains a significant lead, India's pace of construction has increased considerably. Power isn't measured only by money or military. Diplomacy also matters. China has expanded its influence through international investments, trade partnerships, and global infrastructure projects. India has strengthened relationships with many major economies while expanding cooperation across technology, trade, and defense. Both countries seek larger roles in international organizations and global decision-making. Their influence will likely continue growing over the coming decades. Neither country's future is guaranteed. China faces an aging population, slowing population growth, rising labor costs, and economic restructuring. India faces different challenges: creating enough quality jobs, improving education, strengthening healthcare, reducing poverty, expanding infrastructure. If India successfully addresses these challenges, its young population could become a tremendous advantage. If China successfully adapts its economy through innovation and advanced technology, it could maintain its leadership despite demographic changes. So, who will dominate the world by 2050? The honest answer is, no one knows. China enters the race with a substantial lead. Its manufacturing capacity, infrastructure, technology, and industrial base remain among the strongest in the world. India enters with extraordinary long-term potential. Its young population, expanding economy, digital innovation, and growing global partnerships position it for significant growth. The future may not belong to a single winner. Instead, the 21st century could become a world where China leads in some areas, India leads in others, and both play central roles in shaping the global economy and technological landscape. One thing is certain: the competition between these two giants will influence the lives of billions of people around the world. And by 2050, the world itself may look completely different. If you enjoyed this comparison, subscribe for more Stickman videos explaining geopolitics, economics, science, and history in a simple way. Which country do you think will lead the world by 2050, India, China, or will they share global leadership? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.